too much for me to gag down.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Robin from Roaming with Rover. We are getting ready to do our live here in just a second. I have not heard from our guest, Miss Kim, yet. So if she pops in a little bit, we'll just bring her on up. But in the meantime, I think we're going to have Miss Dana from Dana's Wonderless Crochet come in and join us. Should be good. This is kind of unusual. Usually I've got a handful of people in here by now, and I'm not seeing anybody yet.
You burn them out on bingo.
Yeah, everybody spent too much time in here on bingo last night. Oh, there's one body. There's one somebody, so it's working. I always worry that for some reason this thing isn't working. But there's Christmas on Crestline. Yay! Thank you so much for popping in. I always worry that I've done something wrong when there's Miss Dana. Let's get her up here. See how much trouble
I gotta get my Bluetooth working here. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try it again.
Whoops, that's not what I want.
Connected. Okay. Hi, Robin.
Hi, so nice to see you again.
My Bluetooth isn't working. Okay. Lovely.
Oh, technology, dear Lord.
Oh, I know.
I don't know how we survive without it. I don't know how we survive with it.
You know, and I would drive through the middle of the night, you know, as a young woman, you know, headed places when I should have been sleeping instead of headed for a party in another state, you know, hours away. And no cell phone.
Right?
Yeah, no cell phone, nothing like that. No internet, nothing like that. It was just.
Yeah, you just go.
Sticks and stones, man.
Yeah. And you never, you know, it's like, even you get someplace, you're supposed to call your mom and check in. Now it's like every 5 minutes. I remember the first time I left my kiddos alone, I was so afraid. And they were probably in junior high. And then the little one's only 2 years younger than her. And the little one was the angel, so she didn't need anybody watching her. And we went down to the hardware store, and I wasn't gone 20 minutes. And I know I called them twice while I was gone.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Just, it's amazing.
How did we survive?
Yeah.
Riding around in the back of pickup trucks, drinking from the hose.
Right? I know. It's so funny. Drinking from the hose. I don't know when that got to be so dangerous. I'm like, it's the same water that's in the house, people. How is this?
Yeah, they're saying that there's lead in it, blah, 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 whatever. Apparently I was able to fight off any cooties. I don't know.
Absolutely right.
Oh.
I don't know.
Funny.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on our live this morning. This is our Tuesday morning visit with Roaming with Rover. And today our guest star is Kim from Affordably Crafty. Only I'm not sure where poor Miss Kim is.
I'm not quite as pretty as she is.
You are delightful. I did check. I don't have an email from her, but having been on the other side, I know things happen, things come up.
Things do come up.
Yep.
You know what? And sometimes we just plain forget.
Yeah, been there. Right, AJ? Poor thing. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, and then when I first got on here, I'm like, okay, there's no people on here. There's no guest on here. I've done something wrong. StreamYard now hates me, as well as Nightbot. Just whoops, let me turn the light on so y'all can actually see me. I'm so
Technology. We need teenage tech support. Teenager tech support.
Yes, that's exactly right. And the problem is, any of the teenagers that I know actually don't. There, that's real good. Thank you. Do anything with computers. I don't have any computery teenagers around. I didn't think that was even a possibility. So I get no help whatsoever. And poor Morgan, she does the best she can. But
yeah,
I should.
She has a job.
Yeah, she's got one of those JOBs. And not only that, I'm trying to find the box for this thing. Not only that, but she works nights. So she works nights and she tries to sleep in the daytime. And it's bad. Poor thing. And I just sucked her right into all this YouTube stuff. She had no interest whatsoever. And all of a sudden she's our
and now she's a celebrity on YouTube.
I know. She's so fun. She's so organized. She's over there making notes. And at the end of the broadcast, I get a summary of the broadcast. I get the numbers that were pulled. I get who won what they won. It's nice. Oh, you know what else I did not do? I didn't check my emails this morning to see if any of the winners came in. Well, hello, everybody. I guess I could say good morning instead of just rambling. I always get so worried when, and this is like my third time now I've had a host not show up or a guest not show up. So good morning, Jennifer. Nice to see you again. Hi, Frog. Lulu. Christmas on Crestline. Christmas, do you have an actual name? That I bet Dana knows. Hey, Dee.
Oh, what's that?
Christmas on Crestline? A name?
That's Charlie.
Hi, hey, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie was the first one here.
Yes.
Oh, Miss Morgan's in the house. Miss Morgan's in the house. Welcome her celebrity.
Hi, Morgan.
I think we need Miss Morgan as a
guest.
She
is a YouTube star now.
Yeah, she is big time a star. Miss Morgan, should we schedule you as a guest host? Oh, she's gonna pop in. She's gonna come.
Yes.
And say hi. Yeah, she's not in her pajamas, so she'll come and say hi. There's Morgan.
Excellent. Hi, Morgan.
Poor thing. They made her get up and go to a meeting at 6:00 in the morning on her day off.
Wow. No.
Right? They always have staff meetings, and she works nights, and it's 6 a.m. and it's always 6 a.m. and it's always on her day off. So
not nice.
Fun.
Not nice.
Nope. And she gets up and gets all beautified and gets her pretty dress on, and off she goes. So she's got a very, very hard job, and there's often. And I can't say where she works or what kind of work she does, but she's often the recipient of violence at her work. So whenever she comes home, I'm like, did you get any fights last night? Nope, not tonight. No black and whites. She's caught a couple of beatings. She's had to have an ambulance called. We've had police reports. It's not a lot of fun at her work. So we really appreciate the fact that she does all of this and helps with the silly YouTube stuff that we got going on. Yes, good morning, Jack. Where's Mr. Jack? In the back?
He's like back there somewhere. He's in a meeting.
He's in a meeting? Okay.
Yes. I'm passing a truckload of freshly picked garlic bulbs, and they're like that big.
Oh, wow.
And I can smell them. Oh, I love garlic. Oh,
I'll bet. That sounds fabulous.
They're beautiful. Love garlic.
I'm going to try to drop a quick email to Kim and see if maybe she just forgot. Okay, where's my email? I gotta quit saying how much I hate this phone. I love this phone. And then maybe
I love this phone.
love this.
Say it again. Say it again. It's kind of like, I love this job. I love this job. Trucking is fun. Party every day.
Nope, that's not
Oh,
what I want.
that garlic smells so good.
I know, I love the smell of garlic. Let's see here. Kim, Kim.
Anything from Kim?
I'm sending her a message right now.
We're partying without ya.
You know, maybe I need to. You know what happens sometimes is the link doesn't work, so maybe I should send her a new link also.
Okay. Okay.
I wonder how I do that. Let's see here.
You can go into Messenger and copy the link that you sent me.
Yeah.
Because it worked.
Oh yeah. Okay, Miss Dana. Copy. Nope. There. Go over here. Copy. Okay, it copied. So now let's see if I can do this to Kim. Hey, Kim. Maybe your link didn't work.
Well, knowing Kim, she would have gotten back to you.
I know.
That's just, Kim doesn't let anything slide. That's for sure.
I know. She's very organized. That's what always concerns me when something doesn't work.
Yeah. So I hope she's okay.
Yeah, I'm putting that in here too. All is okay at your house. You know, and you get sick or somebody in your family is sick, the last thing you are worried about is this little thing, as it should be.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Realize comes first.
Whoops. Cancel subject. Live. There. Okay. Sent. So maybe we'll hear from her. Hopefully everything's okay in her world. And we'll go with that.
Okay. All
right. So looks like we've got a captive audience this morning. Hey, Christy. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Amy Jo. Amy Jo, have I seen you before? Tell us.
She is a regular kind of YouTube, one of our good supporters.
Okay. I'm so very bad with names. Hey, Roger. Good morning. Hi, Lori. Hello. Let's change the banner. Let's say, oh, this is a good one. Let's do this. Next week, we've got Granny D, and I've been in contact with her 2 or 3 times. In fact, even on her live yesterday, she said she was going to be on here next week. Nice. I know she remembers.
She's awesome.
She is. She's a hoot. I cannot wait to visit with her. I'm actually really sad that Kim isn't here today because I was super looking forward to getting to know her better.
She's wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. And she just won some Amway product from me over on the Two Ponies channel.
Oh, that's right.
She got her favorite kind of hand lotion. So I sent her like 9 little tubes of that.
Nice. That's good. I'm trying to figure out a way to do something like you do with my, thank you, Amy Jo, and thank you, Trish. Miss Trish, I'm sending you an email. I know you're busy working. I'm going to send you an email later today, so be watching for that. And normally we would have Miss Amber from Foster and Crochet lurking in the background. she's home being a sick kiddo today. And I wonder where she was last night because I was expecting her to be giving Dana some crap. And she was not.
Jennifer and everybody else was on top of that.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot of
Somebody
people.
slipped me a Mickey at the end because I fell asleep.
It was so funny because all of a sudden we're like, Dana, where's Dana? We got nothing from Dana. And then somebody mentioned that. They go, we slipped her a Mickey. Well, it must have worked better than hers do.
Snoring and drooling and catching flies.
Love it. Love it. I'm so glad. Because I worry about you with your long hours. And then bingo went much longer than I anticipated last night. It was that last game. I didn't think we were ever. I think we called 55 numbers before we had a winner on our last game.
Wow.
It was, I mean, the whole board was called. And then finally, when I did the last read back, I'm like, next time I'm just going to read the numbers not called because.
Who won the blackout?
That's not right. It wasn't her. Miss Morgan, did Arlene win the third game? Ninja Kobe. Ninja Kobe won.
Nice.
It was a tie. It was a three-way tie. It was just like boom, boom, boom. And
nice. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so I just had to go by, and just so you guys know, okay. So I think most people know this, but when you are on our end of a live and you're on your end of a live, you can put a comment in and it'll show above the other people. So sometimes what we see looks different from what you see. So I have to go by what shows up on my end. And so I know there was a lady that thought she had won. She's like, mine was first. And I'm like, not on my end. I'm so sorry. So we got to go by how it shows up on my end.
I'll talk to you later. Let me know if you need help with any of that. Well, we'll do what we can do.
Yeah, we'll do what we can do. And you know, the other thing, I mean, over and above the fact that we want.
Can you hear me? Am I fit? Oh.
Sometimes.
Going through a dead zone.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Can you see me?
I can see you, but I can barely hear you. And I've got work calls coming in too. I'm trying to, in case you got, I do 8,000 things.
Oh, okay.
I also have a little business.
It might be time for, go ahead.
I teach first aid and CPR. I've had a first aid CPR business for like 25 years. And so one of my teacher has been texting me this morning. Since I've been on the road, I've got a teacher doing that stuff. And then I do all the business end of it. So I've been having to communicate with her a little bit this morning too. We've had a problem with some documentation. So, I've got 800 irons in the fire, just like Miss Dana does. So I could not sleep this morning, man. I woke up at 4:15 and got up. Gosh, it was about 4:45, and I saw Dana. I just sent Dana a little message, just kind of saying hi. The next thing I know, she's responding, and I'm like, oh no, I hope I didn't wake her up. She was getting up and getting ready, so I see a nap in my future today. Good Lord. Good Lord. So, Miss Dana, do you have any projects on the horizon you'd like to talk about?
Well, of course, I'm trying to finish up the luck of the draw from Nan's Next Knots. I won't be doing her next one because apparently she's going to do 2 this year. But then I've got, as far as blankets go, I've got Walter's baby blanket, which is being done in a 2-way. And it's called the Banksia, Banksia baby blanket. And it's from Look What I Made. So if you go to your favorite search engine and look up Look What I Made website. Yes. It'll be there.
I've done that. She's done let me think. Look What I Made. Gone from my head. But she's got 2 blankets that are done not in the round, but they're the square thing, and it grows and grows and grows, and it's got
Yes.
way different. One of them was the book that I bought. That's 200 pages. What is the name of that blanket? Come on, you guys, help me out here. It's women's names. I can see the book. It's blue, and it's a really bright colored blanket. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, I love her stuff. Good morning, Granny D. We were just talking about you.
We were just talking about you, Miss D.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were. We're so excited. You're our guest next week, and hoping that you remembered. And I told everybody that we've already been talking about that, so I know you remembered. Super excited. We're not sure what happened with Miss Kim this morning. I haven't heard from her, and it's in our message and did not get a response. So I'm hoping everything's okay at her house.
Yes, yes. I'm worried about Kim because this is not like her.
I know, not at all.
She is not like, not at all. No.
So
let me tell you what I'm really excited about as far as my projects go. Okay. And I know some of you, and I'm like a broken record. So the people I rent a spot from, Sandra and Daryl's mother died about, 5 years ago or so, old age in the nursing home kind of thing. Okay. Well, she did a lot of thread crochet. And there were these like 2 fillet pieces put together, and then she like single crocheted around the edge of them. And I'm pretty sure they were done in like a number 10 thread. Yep. And they are a pot pad or a pot holder, which is amazing. So I am recreating that. She also did a wiggly trivet in thread crochet, and I am dissecting and recreating her vintage products.
Oh, how wonderful.
They're amazing. And I am just aching to get home and work on those thread crochet projects. It's killing me. Me.
Well, I think I showed a couple weeks ago this doily that I came across that my grandmother made this.
Oh, that is
thread crochet.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And we were figuring that this has to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 years old.
Yes.
Because my grandma died when I was 10. And she hadn't crocheted for quite a while before that.
Wow.
So, I mean, I remember her teaching me the very, very basics of chain and a single and that kind of thing. But I don't remember seeing her working on a project like this.
That is gorgeous. And when it's done in thread like that, yes, we can do stuff in 8/4 cotton or a fingering weight, but those are not the same.
Right.
We're talking about mercerized cotton crochet thread.
Yep.
Done with steel hooks. And that is almost becoming a lost art. I mean, there are some of us around who are I'm going to do thread crochet cafe curtains. That's my plan for the curtains. Yarn bus in a cream color with some teal and burgundy at the bottom of the panels. So, and there are some of us out there who are still doing thread crochet. And let me tell you guys, it is not as hard it's not hard like you would think it is. It's like a mini cord. And if you get some good magnifying glasses, good dollar store glasses, and good lighting, and your good steel hook, and a good, thread. I'm just doing number 10 thread, but I'm doing it with a smaller hook. You can make some amazing projects. Beautiful. So
I have done lots of doilies and the fillet. I like to do fillet. I bet you, Granny D, I bet you work with the crochet thread. I've done lots of doilies. I've done a couple of table runners. I like doing table runners out of that because I think table runners need to be finished. Although I did just recently think, I could use this one weight. It isn't, Jennifer. It's actually pretty easy to work with because there's no movement. There's very little give, and you can see your stitches. I mean, the stitch definition.
Very defined stitches. Yes.
The stitch definition on this is just fabulous. just absolutely fabulous. And so you can make the most beautiful things. And I also like, oh my God, Karen, of course you do. Karen uses it to do amigurumi. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I love anything that challenges us, that stretches us, that makes
Yeah.
us grow.
I don't think I have that much of a challenge in me. Wow.
You might end up in the cup holder here in a second.
Okay.
And I grew
Cup holder
Yeah.
party. Cup holder party.
Cup holder party.
Is confetti allowed in there? Oh, she's putting on her lipstick for the cups coming up. She's getting all beautified.
I got the bypass, so I don't have to go in. No cup holder party for you guys. You guys are out of control anyway. You still got to clean up from the last one.
Yeah, I said something about cup holder party in one of my lives, and people are going, "What are you talking about?" So you need to go talk to Miss Dana. You need to go watch one of Miss Dana's lives. She has lots of cup holder parties. Good morning.
Cup holder
Good morning,
party.
Butterfly Dreams. Thank you so much for popping in today. I really appreciate that. So, just because I'm just bursting with joy, let's talk about my upcoming social event. Ta-da-da! Oops, it covered up my head. Ta-da! Ow, ow, ow. My arm. Next Saturday. Celebrating you guys, celebrating all of you guys for sticking with us and watching. You know, we get a lot of comments on our videos, and I read every single one, and I try to at least heart them all. I don't always respond to everything, but I try to heart them all. So I have seen your comment. I appreciate you watching it. I appreciate you taking the time, even if you're just putting a little emoji in there. That took time to do it. I know, Karen, I'm really concerned about Kim. Hey, Sue. So I want you guys to know that I appreciate every minute of your time that you give to supporting me and this little channel. And there was a point to this, and it is gone from my little head. What was it? Talking about comments. It had something to do with a comment. Oh, yes. Okay. I can't even blame COVID brain for everything. I still will, but some of it is just plain me can't remember. So the other day on the comments for where we did the giveaway to, who won that giveaway? I think it was Miss Dana that won that giveaway. Yay! Anyway.
Yay! Soft yard.
One of the comments that somebody left on there, and it made me tear up. It was so sweet. And she said, 4,000 watch hours. What an amazing accomplishment. Just think of how many hours of enjoyment you have provided for us. And it just made my heart so happy. I can't tell you guys how happy that comment made me. It just, because to think that you guys are getting something out of this, and because we all wonder, every one of us that has a channel, and I know a lot of people that are watching right now have a channel, and every one of us have wondered many times, what is it that I am providing for people? Why are you guys choosing to give your time to us? Because time is precious, and there are 150 million thousand channels on here you could be watching. Why are you choosing my channel? And I appreciate
what's the value to them?
Every minute. Yeah. See, here I'm all crying, silly old lady. Can't find
well, that if our heart isn't geared towards giving people something that they find valuable, that benefits them, then you you're just going to be spinning your wheels.
Yeah.
And you look for things that are within your wheelhouse that you can offer to viewers. And how wonderful that they take, 10 seconds out of their day to watch a little bit of one of our videos. Amazing.
Yeah. And then go out of their way to click on it and leave a comment.
Right? They go even further.
Yeah. And because I watch a million videos every day, pretty much all day long. I have one, if not two, things running with videos on them. And I can't keep up and sometimes it's even flipped to the next video before I could get in there and comment on the one. But thank you, Sue. Thank you. Yeah, as I'm sitting here blubbering, I'm a lot of fun to watch.
So we're gonna have a party online this coming Saturday.
We are. Yeah. And I know I've heard back from, of course, Miss Dane is going to be on there. Oh, here's something else that we need to take into consideration. New development, because this is live. This is live, folks. Not only is Miss Amber fostering crochet, in case she hadn't heard, I talked to her this morning. Good morning, Diane. Thank you for popping in. I talked to her this morning. She's not terrible yet. I expect today or tomorrow she's going to get real bad. She just started having symptoms yesterday. So she tested positive this morning, and yeah, Amber is the best. She's a delight to watch. But she was scheduled to be my co-host on Saturday, so that may or may not happen. Of course, her health is far more important than my little channel, and I will absolutely muddle through without her. But yeah, and I was wondering, I couldn't believe, I was so surprised that she wasn't there. Yep, Amber got it. I was surprised she wasn't there last night, giving Dana crap, because that's what she does. And back, I expected she'd be on here lurking, but not responding to that because she fell asleep. I talked to her about an hour ago. She's got a real bad sore throat, and she's very tired right now, and the cough. So right now, that's where she's at. She's been in contact with her doctor. I told her to ask for those pearls for the cough. I don't typically like the pearls, but they sure helped me when I had the COVID. It's not something that I normally take because I find that they don't really help me much, but it did help me. And the inhaler that they gave me helped me a lot too. So, and Mr., I think a lot of you know that we've been in and out of doctors and ER and everything the last few days. He's having some problems breathing. And they can't figure it out. So what they've decided is he likely had a lung damage from the COVID. Of course, you guys know we both got it at the same time. And he likely got lung damage. And so he's going to be one of those long haulers because they can't find definitive problem. There's no spots on his lungs, praise God. He doesn't have pneumonia. He doesn't have fluid on the lungs. He doesn't have blood clots. None of the things that they typically look for when you have problems. So they sent him home with an inhaler. And he's better in the mornings. By about 1 or 2, he's really having problems. He's having problems breathing. He's exhausted. He doesn't really have the strength to stand up and walk across the room. So, it's a real thing. And I feel very lucky that for the most part, I've gotten past it all. And I know a couple of you on here have mentioned that you guys are still having the effects of it. So definitely want to, Amber, in our thoughts, that's your thing. And just, if not, just hope that he does good and come after it. Tracy's still having some medical effects. Yeah. So, man, oh man. Yeah, I thought the other day, maybe he, caught it again. And we did a couple of tests. He's had 2 tests at the hospital and 1 home test, and they were all negative. So he hasn't of it.
Oh, coffee.
Coffee. See, this is one of my favorite cups. It's a Grandma Bear. My kiddos got me this for Christmas. Yeah, absolutely, Amy. Absolutely. And he's got a history. He had a stroke 2 years ago now. He had a little stroke when we were in Texas. So that's the other thing I always worry about. Anytime he gets sick, he's susceptible to more of that kind of stuff.
You know, he sure got a lot of health problems for a 21-year-old.
Yep, he does.
Yeah, but I'm cute.
We're so young and good looking, we shouldn't have any health problems.
That's right.
Okay, what's everybody drinking? I'm seeing a lot of coffee. I've got my delightful oh, she's drinking water. What a good girl.
I'm putting this away. I'm done with coffee for the day.
Good girl. I've got my Trader Joe pumpkin spice coffee with my chocolate protein shake. Diet soda. What kind, Tracy? Are you a Coke or a Pepsi girl? Dr. Pepper?
Ooh, Diet Dr. Pepper.
Right? That's about the only diet drink I can get Mr. to drink. He doesn't mind diet. It's not that he likes it, but he doesn't mind it. Oh, right. Yes. Tracy, and high five. Diet Pepsi. That's my girl.
Have you tried Fresca?
Oh, yeah, because in the South, Fresca's a thing. They don't have it up here. Although I did see regular Fresca in the store the other day, but not diet.
I thought all Fresca was diet.
Nope, because I thought so too, and I went over and looked, and it was not. Ooh, frog, watermelon, mint tea. That sounds good. Granny's got
I found you can get Fresca at the Harvest Market in Estacada, Oregon. Like anybody knows where that is.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Harvest Market. Do we still have one out on Trent Harvest? We used to have one out in the valley. I don't know that it's still there. Well, what happened with me is I love Diet Squirt. Diet Squirt. Squirt?
Diet Squirt. Yes.
You can't get that in the South. They've never heard of it.
And
even in Utah, from Utah down, they've never heard of it. And I was seeing it even at the Safeway one time, and the guy was, stocking the shelves. I'm like, Diet Squirt, and he's like, never heard of it. So even the distributor, they got no clue what I'm talking about.
Wow, that's a Pacific Northwest specialty.
Yep. So that's when I found Fresca, and of course we had it when we were kids, but that's when I found it again as an adult. Was the Fresca? They even have it in the pop machine at the hospital I worked at.
Wow.
Of course, now this was interesting too. I worked in Utah, which you guys know Utah is very, very heavily Mormons, very heavily,
LDS.
and LDS. So no caffeine in the hospital. So in the pop machine, we had the Fresca as diet. They didn't have Diet Pepsi, so I drank a lot of Fresca. I think they had caffeine-free Dr. Pepper, and then no caffeine. It was only decaffeinated coffee, only decaffeinated teas. They didn't sell anything with caffeine in the hospital. So I had to bring my own coffee and Diet Pepsi. But I did drink a lot of Fresca then. So yeah, no Diet Squirt down there, up here for sure. And the other thing I found in my travels, which was funny, it's Squirt, Jennifer. I thought it is, but it's because it's supposed to be a squirt of grapefruit juice. That's why they came up with it. Yeah. When we were driving in the deep South from probably Mississippi over to Florida, you can't even get Diet Pepsi. Everything is Coke. Mm-hmm. Everything is Coke. And I asked the lady at the store one time, and she said they have tried they have it available, but she says we've stocked the shelves with it, and we have to pull it because nobody buys it. They all buy Coke.
Wow.
Right? So Diet Coke for sure, they won't touch Diet Pepsi. So I had a hard time getting my Pepsi in there. Yep. The Ruby Red Squirt, yeah.
Back when I drank soda, I was a Pepsi girl.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Autumn, you can get regular Squirt. Can you get Diet? That was the thing. I couldn't get Diet Squirt down there. Wendy likes 50/50 is the name of it, Wendy? I've never heard of that.
Or is it like a graveyard, half and half?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. She says her most favorite soda is 50/50. It's similar to Squirt, but so much better. So that makes it sound like it's a brand of some sort.
Never heard of it.
Peppermint Ruby Red Squirt can be hard to find. One of my sister-in-law, it was her most very favorite, and we really had to track it down to get it. Okay, so Wendy is saying it is a brand.
Okay.
Like Coke or Pepsi. Interesting.
Okay.
I've not heard that. Oh yeah, here we go. Cream soda Dr. Pepper. Mr. likes that. He does like that.
Good stuff. I love cream soda. I do.
Mhm.
Oh, wish I could get a carbohydrate free cream soda of some kind, any kind.
Yeah. That would be a tough one. Dr. Pepper. Autumn, are you from the Texas area? I know a lot of the Texas people, and I did not know until I was down there this last time. I learned two things about Dr. Pepper. I learned that it was created in Texas, at one of the big cities. Yeah. And I learned that, and this is funny because I've drank Dr. Pepper my whole life, and this never occurred to me. I learned that Dr. Pepper is considered a cherry flavored drink. And when I heard that, I'm like, oh yeah, I can see where that's coming from. But I never would have thought of that. I
thought it was plums. Huh.
Yeah, I would not have separated that cherry flavor out until somebody had said something to me.
Okay.
There you go. Got to have the caffeine. Got to have the caffeine. Vanilla Dr. Pepper. That's another one that is super good.
I've never tried it.
You know, what store is it? What's this gas station down here? Maverick. The Maverick gas stations. And I know they're not all over, but they're getting there. They have, I love their fountain section because they've got every, Dr. Pepper and Pepsi and Coke and all the different stuff. Mountain Dew. And then they've got a little station with flavorings. So you can put a little vanilla in, you can put some lime in. I put lime, if I'm forced to drink Coke, I put lime in it. So I think that's fun. Sometimes I'll add the flavorings to different things just to see how it works out. That's so funny.
I even have a Maverick, rewards card.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I hardly ever use it because I can't really pull into. It's not one of my fuel stops,
right.
And I don't pull into a lot of convenience stores.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I have one. I probably have a handful of them.
I like theirs because I don't know. I just really like the Mavericks. Normally their gas is cheaper than anybody else in our area, even if it's just by a few pennies. And it's always clean. Their bathrooms are as clean as Buc-ee's in Texas. They have the cleanest bathrooms any gas station. And
I've never been to a Buc-ee's. You know why? Because it's not a truck stop.
No, it is not. No, it is not. You
huge.
can't even take your trucks in there.
They rave about Buc-ee's and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, they got all this, acreage and no trucks.
No trucks allowed. You're right. You are right. There are no trucks allowed in there. And
maybe someday in the yard bus.
Yeah. We spent the night there one time. Didn't know if we were allowed to or not, but it's a 24-hour store. So we figure worst case, we could say we just got back from the store. But they didn't bother us though. I think if you stayed for several days, it might be an issue. But we did spend one night in a Buc-ee's because the one place where we normally boondocked, the little policeman came and knocked on our door one night and said, "This is no longer a spot where you can stay." And we had stayed there multiple times. In fact, I did a video one time about that little stop and it was just an empty lot on the side of the road. There's not even a building on the site anymore, but you could tell there it used to be a big parking lot, and there was nothing there now. But and we stayed there every time we drive to Texas. We stopped there sometimes we stayed there for 3 or 4 nights. And then the last time we were there, we tried to stay one night, and they came and knocked on our door. And she was super nice. So she's like, "I feel so bad," because it was like 11 at night. She goes, "Do you have a place you can go?" And Dennis said, "Oh yeah, we'll just go down the street. We'll find something." And we stopped at the Buc-ee's, and they didn't bother us. So.
Well, and there's a difference between parking overnight, and sleeping, and then the other side of the coin where you're flat out camping.
Right.
People putting out every slide out they have, and getting the
putting
girls
lawn
set
chairs.
up, their dogs tied outside. You don't do that in a parking lot. If it's not a campground, there's a difference. So, there's being respectful of where you're at, but I see people parked in, the truck parking spots in a very small rest area, and all their garbage and chairs and everything are on the outside. It's terrible.
Yeah, it is. And even in the places where we are welcome in campers, they take advantage and they leave a mess, and they dump their garbage on the side of the parking lot, and it's like, that's not okay any place.
No.
Why would you do it one of the few places that still allow us to overnight park?
Right.
It's awful. It's just awful. So,
and there are truck drivers, and it doesn't matter where they're from, what walk of life they're from. They are throwing stuff out of the window going down the road. They're pulling into these wide spots and throwing their trash out. And then there are others who insist on walking to a garbage can.
Yep.
So, there are bad eggs in every group.
Everything. Everybody. Thank you, Kelly, for popping in. I do appreciate that a lot. Keep us on in your car. Listen to us in the background. Me and Dana have very important things to say this morning. Very important thing. We don't know what happened to Miss Kim. She has not responded to my emails. We're just hoping everything is okay on her end. She's very conscientious, so I know she didn't pull a Robin and just flat forget she was supposed to be on somebody's live. Thank you, AJ. But so we're just hoping everything's okay on her end. And thankfully, we always have Miss Dana to chat with.
You need someone to get up here and talk. I never shut up, so I'm there for you.
Oh, this. When I worked at Kelly Restaurant, I've never heard of it. Oh, Kettle Restaurant. In Oklahoma City, there's a lady kept trying to stay in a camper in the parking lot and tap into the electricity. Not good. Not good. You know what we did do one time, though? I'll tell you what we did do one time. We went to a Cummins dealership. It was a Cummins repair place. And we had an appointment to get our RV worked on. And it was probably a week out because it was like over Thanksgiving and stuff. And they have spots where you pull in. They've got hookups for you. They're very, very welcoming. And they know it takes a long time. And so there's probably a dozen spots there for people. So we pulled into our spot and we're all settled in. And I mean, and you can settle in there. You can set up a picnic table. They welcome you. Well, it was about a week, and and we got the thing worked on, and they pull it in, they work on it, and even if they don't finish, you can pull it back out at night, so you've got a place to stay. They know our needs. So we were there a solid 2 weeks waiting and then getting the thing worked on. Well, then when they were done working on it, because you don't know how long it's going to be, our next stop was probably 5 or 6 days out. So we just stayed there, and we just stayed plugged in and using their stuff.
Nice.
No sewer hookups.
There's no sewer hookups and no water, but around the back we found the hose. So we filled it up with the hose, and there was a sewer at the Flying J, so we went over there and dumped the black tank. But that's about the closest we've ever come to taking advantage of a parking spot.
But that's what it's for. You
Yeah.
know, you spent money there. You had repairs there.
Well, we spent a lot of money there. We spent a lot of money at many, and actually a lot of Freightliners and a lot of Cummins, so I have no problem using their electricity for a couple of nights. Yeah.
Time to get fuel. I made it.
You
without
did. I
running out
know.
of
You were
fuel.
worried. Are you going to be able to get that looked at?
What, that sludge?
Yeah. Or
No,
the-
no. That was a warranty repair. They left it in there.
oh my God. I
Yeah,
remember you had problems with them.
yeah. So I'm afraid to let it go under a half a tank because I don't want to be sucking up that sludge. But
Yeah.
I'm down to under a quarter tank right now.
I know you were worried about making it.
Yeah, I made it. Okay.
Let us know how much this fuel is where you're at.
Oh,
Is
it's
it-
well over $6.
Is it bad in Cali?
Oh man, it is horrible.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I'm really glad I'm not buying diesel right now for the.
Which is it's silly because it's cheaper to make diesel.
It is.
And
Diesel is a
diesel is more
byproduct.
efficient. It's a better fuel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cheaper to make it is it. It was so funny. About probably a dozen years ago, my late husband was getting a truck, and he's like, "Okay, we're going to get a diesel. If the engines are better, they last longer. And diesel's cheaper than gas." I'm like, "Okay." Within months, it flipped, and ever since then, diesel's been more expensive.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's always been 50 cents or $1 less. Always.
That's right. That's right.
Mm.
It's better for the environment. I know a lot of politicians try to tell you otherwise, but it is better for the environment than gas emissions.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, diesel was always cheaper than gas. Oh, here's a good question for you, Miss Dana. Tracy wants to
What's
know,
that?
are you an owner-operator or do you work for a company?
I am a company monkey.
So you're not responsible for your fuel costs or your repairs.
I am a trained monkey.
Good girl. Good girl.
I am not interested in that headache.
Boy, it is too.
Okay.
It is.
What do we got?
Mr. owned a trucking company, so talk about headaches. How many did you have?
Oh,
16 trucks. He owns 16 trucks.
our girl Leslie Quilter used to own a trucking company,
Good for her.
and now she's a trained monkey like me because she's like, I'm done with that.
Yep, that's exactly what he did. So he goes, "Forget this." He goes, he's the first one to tell you truck drivers are stupid. Truck driver. The stories he tells me that from his guys, I'm just like, oh my God.
I'm just a trained monkey. Heading into the Flying J. Gotta give me some fuel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So I deliver this load in Clackamas, Oregon tomorrow, and then let's keep praying that they get me a load immediately headed to Idaho. Because, man, I've got home timers disease.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
I know.
Well,
We need
it's
to get,
because I'm going on my first glamping trip in the yarn bus.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's only like 10 miles from the house. But, you know,
Doesn't
maiden
matter.
voyage. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So I'm close in case Daryl has to come rescue me.
Mm-hmm. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Are you going to a place with hookups? You're going to a nice place, right?
Yeah, full hookups, 50
Full hookups.
amp
You won't have any
service.
problems.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. So,
Are you going to have 50 amp? Do you know 50 amp hookups?
yes, 50
Okay.
amp, and my gray tanks can drain right there on the spot
Mm-hmm.
into their, yeah.
Their septic, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Funny thing on the East Coast, a lot of I was surprised how many of the camping places don't have sewer.
Really?
Yeah, so they have a honey truck that comes around once a week or so, and some of them that was included, and some of it you had to pay extra for that.
Huh.
So
Weird.
yeah, but and it was a lot of them up and down the East Coast. I mean, it was rare that we found one that had sewer as part of their connections.
This guy. What's going to happen here? Are you going in or are you going to leave? Because I'd like to be behind the one who's leaving.
Tracy wants to know if you ever get to West Virginia. You're mostly in California.
This company is Western 11. And by Western 11, they mean mostly up and down I-5,
Mm-hmm.
Washington, Oregon, and California. They seldom even get me to Denver. I miss going all 48. I have been to West Virginia with May Trucking Company. I just miss going someplace east.
Yeah.
I get tired of this north and south stuff all the time. It wears on me.
Mm-hmm.
So no, not at the moment. I'm not getting out there. But I have been there driving truck. That's the first time that I spent the night in a big truck at a Cabela's.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about spending some money.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, if you'll excuse me for a few minutes, I have to get fuel.
We won't talk about you while you're gone.
Yes, you will. I'm going to disappear in the back for a minute, and then I'll be outside the truck. But I'll be back.
Okay.
Checking
We'll
on
be
you.
right here. We'll be right here.
Okay. Hi, Jack. What you doing?
Oh, I guess I could crochet for a bit. Hey, Karen. Miss Karen at KB Fibers is going to be one of our guest hosts next month, I believe. And I'm doing this from the top of my head. Karen, I believe it's going to be the 23rd of August, if I'm not mistaken. And it's so strange that we have not heard from Kim. You know, she could be having internet problems as well. Oh, there's Miss Amber. Miss Amber homesick. She just put up a video about her being homesick. Ah. Get better, sweetheart, sweetie. Poor thing. Only Amber could be laying in bed giving us a 10-minute video when she doesn't feel good like that. Oh, she's so funny. The post-virus shawl. Okay, Jennifer, I need to check that out because I've seen the virus shawl for years. I mean, that's been around forever and ever. And virus blankets and all the other little things. In fact, that's on my list. In fact, not only is that on my list to make, I actually already have my yarn for that one. Hey, Chris Kaleidoscope. So I'm real interested in this post-virus shawl wondering what the difference is between it and the regular virus shawl. So, and I think this is something that BOD has just come up with. So I'm going to have to check that out, because I've heard that being bounced around the last couple of days, last couple of weeks. So do you know, Jennifer, do you know what the difference is between that and the regular virus shawl? Jack was in the back a few minutes ago. I don't know where he is right now. Maybe he's sleeping. He's such a good boy. He's taken to that truck so well. I don't want to lose Frog. I want to talk about this when she gets back. So, yeah. So as you can tell, we do not have Kim with us. I have not heard from her, and we've sent her a message, and we don't know what's going on. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that everything's okay in her world. Our Miss Amber from Fostering Crochet has tested positive with the big C. So she's sick in bed this morning, but I see that she's just posted a little video. So we'll go over there and give her a little bit of love. And we've got a lot of stuff coming up. I've got this on too tight. We've got a lot of stuff coming up, folks. So as you know, you guys have allowed me to get 4,000 watch hours. So we're having a big celebration on Saturday, starting at 2 p.m. I'm anticipating it'll go a couple of hours. We have several guests that are going to be joining us. We have lots and lots of giveaways. So I really hope you'll be able to stop by, even if it's just for a few minutes to say hi, howdy. And even if you are not a yarny person, I know not everybody is, we're going to have some kitchen type gifts. I'm going to have some jewelry stuff, jewelry making things. We have stitch markers. We have earrings. We have, what else do we have? We have fabric. So little something for everybody, not just yarny stuff. And I really hope that you guys will pop in and say hello and help us celebrate that amazing milestone. That's where I'm just flabbergasted that we have made that. It means so much to me. So that's going to be fun. And then August 2nd, which I believe is a Tuesday, Dana is doing I think she's calling it the Creator Give Back. I think that's what it is. And so that's going to be another giveaway, and lots of guests on that one. She's invited me to pop in there for a few minutes that night, and we'll be doing that as well. Oh, and this Saturday morning is going to be the video with the grand prize winner for Christmas in July Fairies 22. So that drawing is going to be Saturday morning, and it'll be a video. So you don't have to have a specific time. Do we have anybody in here that are semifinalists? I know that we've got a few fairies in here. I was lucky to be one of the fairies too. So that was a lot of fun to participate. I hadn't even heard about it. I didn't know about the fairies last year. I've been YouTubing for, I want to say 4 years, either 3 years or 4 years. And the first little bit was all about my RV stuff, all about our travels. And then we got settled in Texas. We stayed there for a while. We did volunteer work at an Army Corps of Engineer lake. And my mom was up here in Washington, and she was having a lot of problems. And then Mr. had his stroke, and I was still working full time, plus the 20 hours a week part time for the campground that we were at. And unfortunately, my YouTube stuff kind of went by the wayside. So I didn't post anything for a very long time. And then when we ended up back in Texas this last time around, and we were working in the oil fields, and it was a 24/7 job. We never left the site. Once a week or so, one of us would drive into town, but the other one had to stay back and work. And I had a lot of time on my hands. Even though I was working, I was most of the time just sitting in the RV. And that's when I picked up the crocheting again. And that's when I picked up YouTube again. I found the crochet community and have never looked back. And that's when I got super active with the my YouTube videos again. Oh, you're sideways. Of course, we've always known.
Hang on. I'm going to try my settings real quick. See if I can get this Bluetooth to work.
Yeah, maybe Nightbot will help you.
Right. Okay, let's see. I'm in the wrong thing. Connections. Bluetooth. Settings. It's set for both, so I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. Okay. For some reason, it's not working on StreamYard. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Life will go on.
Yeah.
So what kind of prizes are going to be given away on Saturday, Robin?
Ooh. Well, Miss Dana has oh my God, I forgot what it's called. She's got this stuff.
Multi-purpose cleaner, liquid organic cleanser.
There you go. She thinks we're all dirty and we need some cleaner for our place. I've got to get some of that ordered because there's so many things that you can use that for. It is just phenomenal.
I use it for my crocheted items.
Yeah.
So, and it's amazing how it makes them feel and how little you use. And I use it for spot treatments and cleaning dog dishes and water tanks, because if you don't get it all rinsed, the residue will not hurt them. The runoff will not hurt the planet. In fact, it's good for the earth. So, yeah, there are thousands, millions, trillions of uses for this stuff. So
it is great. It's great stuff. And I am going to have myself. There's going to be a couple of Pampered Chef products in there. If I can find the box, you don't know me. It's like hide and seek for everything at my house. I've got some guacamole mix that is out of this world. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And all you got to do is put one. There's a delivery truck outside.
Are you getting yarn?
I shouldn't be because I have not ordered any yarn. I was just saying last night, what is he doing? Honey, what is he doing? It's like he's trying to parallel park next to the truck that I have parked in the street. What is he doing? Does he get out the other? Oh, he's just trying. That is so strange. Why didn't he just pull in front of the truck? There's all kinds of room to park. He's getting out. He's walking. He's getting something out of the back of his truck. I haven't ordered anything.
Sure you haven't. You might have been sleep ordering.
Oh, it's huge.
What?
Oh, it's not for us.
Oh.
The neighbor got a Roomba.
What? Oh, I love Roombas.
Nobody even lives there. I could go steal it in give me a second. Hold on, guys. Hang on,
go
guys.
Go steal it off their porch.
I will. Wait till the delivery truck goes away.
I love Roombas.
It looks like the one I want too, where it pulls in and parks and empties itself. Nobody lives there. It's an empty house. It's going to be put on the market in a few days. But they've been cleaning and they've been. Why didn't they pull into his driveway instead of blocking my truck? But they've been cleaning and they had a staging truck there a couple days ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So
they're going to vacuum it with a Roomba.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, you put an offer on that house, you better make sure they include that Roomba, because they are
Right?
I was looking at them during Amazon Prime days, and even on Prime, they're $300, $400, $500. So
They're
Mr.
spending.
I was thinking about getting Mr. one of those for Christmas. He thinks he needs one. Guess what? He ain't getting one. Not for that.
Well, you talked me into spending over $500 the other day.
That's far different.
You know, I'm thinking you need your Wii Boost in the house.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Or you're going to have to do your live streams out in the motorhome.
Oh, God, it's so dirty out there. I still haven't got it clean from getting home from camping. It would be a lot less busy out there with dogs and people and this one who's over here taking a nap. Okay, prizes. Let's see. Here's a prize. Isn't this beautiful?
Purdy.
This is Knitology worsted weight, and it's weird. I got to move the little thingies here to read what it is. This is 8 ounces of yarn. It is so pretty. So pretty. This is superwash merino, 200 grams. Beautiful. So there, you can see it's gradient. There's 4 skeins, and each skein is a little lighter to a little darker pink. It's called Sunset. That's a prize. This is a prize. This is jumbo.
Pretty. Look at the purple.
Yeah. It's called, this is 100% Australian merino wool. We don't give cheap prizes here. This is good. Nothing but the best for my people.
That's right.
Isn't that gorgeous? So
Very
got this is 8 ounces. So we got 16 ounces of this wonderfulness. I've got jewelry making kits. I've got some Christmas ornament kits. I've got a tablecloth kit. I'm trying to remember what I've got. I've got a bin with that stuff. I've got some cross stitch stuff in there. Yeah. I ordered some diamond art, but it didn't get here yet. So we may or may not have a diamond art thing in there. There's just a bunch. Oh. And some Pampered Chef stuff. I think I said that. So we're pulling some stuff out of the Pampered Chef. And in case you guys didn't know, I am a Pampered Chef. I'm the Pampered Chef lady. So if y'all need anything,
she's the Pampered Chef lady.
Pampered Chef lady. I don't push it, but I'm here if you need any of it. Just about ready to come out with some new product. Usually they had conference last week. I didn't go. They had conference last week, and usually within a week or two after conference, we get to see all the new stuff. So I'm holding out to see the new stuff. So yeah, we got a little bit of everything. Oh, and this morning, Angela donated some of her beautiful stitch markers, and that's going to be worldwide. And Miss Melissa has donated some stitch markers. Melissa Loves Crochet has donated some stitch markers and some of her earrings. You guys, have you seen her earrings? They are so cool. They're hoops that she's crocheted around. They're awesome. Speaking, and you know what she uses? She uses the DMC colored thread. She uses the cross stitch thread to make her earrings.
Embroidery thread. No.
Yep. And they're beautiful. They're just beautiful. And Connie from Just Another Stitch has donated a couple patterns of her pattern. And I can see Crystal, the Chicky Yarny cat lady, has done a pattern donation. And of course, the patterns are worldwide.
The Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady.
That would be the one.
See, I can say it.
Yeah, you're better than me. You're better than me. And who was it? I'm so bad. She was in the bingo last night. Oh, Queen Mama's still in the house. Queen Mama has donated a surprise yarn box as well. So
Nice.
it always befuddles me that people offer to donate things to stuff like this. I'm thrilled to get the donations, and I
It's
will
fun.
absolutely be. It is fun, and it's fun. I love to shout out everybody, and so yeah, people are contacting me with donations. So whatever we get, we'll get, and we'll go with that come Saturday.
Yes.
So it'll be fun. So, Miss Dana,
Okay.
what's going on with your little thing on Tuesday?
Okay, so if I can remember, okay, so, I'm bringing people up when, during their, when we're giving away their thing, if they want to do that. They don't have to do that.
Right.
So that's what I'm donating. And yes,
Oh no,
that was Charlie and Jean from Christmas on Crestline. So they're giving away merch from both of their stores. So there'll be 2 winners for that.
nice.
I'm giving away an Amazon $25 gift card, like immediately. That's like the first thing going. Let's see. Michelle's Mosaics and More. She has a handmade Notions bag. Oh, am I back? Okay. So Notions in it with some yarn. Who else?
I want that
Colleen
Notions bag.
is donating a yarny gift from Grammy Colleen Crochets. We've got, not everybody has got, Robin from Roaming with Rover is giving away some Pampered Chef spice things, spice samplers. So, those are just the ones right off the top of my head. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have a lot of gifts. We've got 11 people donating gifts right now. So
very nice.
So it should be a fun time.
Yeah, that's going to be great. And what time is that starting?
I plan on using, that is 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So 5 p.m. Pacific. Okay. 7 p.m. Central. 8 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, August 2nd. And I will be broadcasting live from Roystone Hot Springs, 10 miles from the house.
Very good. Very good.
Using my WeBoost.
Yeah. Have you, you're going to try and use StreamYard for your giveaway, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to try. Yeah.
Have you figured it out yet? Do you know how it works?
I have watched a lot of YouTube videos on the subject.
Uh-huh. Because we could try it out right now if you know how to do it.
Well, you have to bring up another window. And you have to, you got to be able to share the screen. So you might have trouble there. But if you bring up the window, StreamYard.com/giveaway tool in another window, there should be an option at the bottom. There should be an option in there to share the screen. So if you want to try it, so what you do is you put in your keyword, whatever your keyword is, Buster, whatever, Mister, and then you tell everybody what the keyword is, and then you bring up the screen when it says, when you hit the button to get the winner.
Okay, pick a word.
Buster.
B-U-S-T-E-R. Okay, you guys, everybody put in the word Buster.
Okay, so everybody type. Well, yeah, everybody type in the word Buster.
Let's just do a little giveaway right here.
Yeah.
Impromptu giveaway.
Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
I have no idea what you're
getting.
I'm
going to be practicing on Sunday afternoon, so I am so glad you are doing this.
Okay, so it says, start collecting comments. Any user whose comment includes this text will be entered in the draw. Leave it blank if you want all users that comment to be entered. Okay, so we're using the word Buster. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. There's 14 entries. Let's see.
Okay, so wait a second. Is there a button on that page, an option to share the screen?
I think, hold on. I think I have to go back here. Uh-oh, where are we? I have to go back here. Okay, there's us. Share screen. Share screen. Share screen. Window.
Share screen.
Yeah, is this it?
Nothing yet.
Well, because I'm still picking what I got to share. Okay, not that. You don't care
Okay.
that I'm almost out of storage space. Oh.
It seems to me there was a button on the giveaway page, but maybe not because I haven't looked at it.
I want
Because I saw it.
Ah. Oh.
Yes! You
Is it
did
there?
it! Yes! Okay, choose a winner. Go for it. Yes,
Oh
it's
my gosh.
working.
Okay, and this is something else I learned the other day by mistake. I can close this out. Oh no, what have I done? Here we are. Okay, I can make this big so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay.
I can see it. It says Buster.
Okay, I don't know if I can click from here. Let's see if I can click from here. No.
You just go to the other page and click on it.
Yeah, she says like I know what I'm doing.
Ah!
Just go over there.
Go over to the other tab.
I can't find my other tab. Here, view tab. There's my tabs.
How many tabs you got up?
Only a couple. Okay, we're doing the draw right now.
Right now, Buster. Woo!
Do you see it spinning through the names?
It's spinning through the names. Oh, Sylvia Olivio. Yes! Whoop, whoop.
Well, at least that works. So when I hit that, my screen went to the tool, and so I couldn't see it spinning. I lost my screen.
Okay, but on the tool tab, you should have seen it spinning instead of the
that
screen.
took up my whole screen, so I couldn't see any of the StreamYard stuff. So
Okay, but still, Sylvia Olivio. Whoop, whoop.
Unbeknownst to you, Sylvia, you're a guinea pig this morning. You have won something that I'll come up with, but we're not done playing with Miss Sylvia yet, because Robin has also created a new website. That's not the right word. A new email address for prize winners, because all of the stuff gets mixed in with all of the other emails. So let me find it. Where are my Gmails? Where are my Gmails?
Stop your screen share.
How do we do that?
I don't know. Unclick what you click.
Here.
There you go. Robin, you did it.
I don't know how that happened.
That is what I plan on using on Tuesday. Okay, everybody, what do you think about that? Wasn't that cool to watch it spin through?
I liked watching it spin through. It did good.
Yes.
And it was actually really easy. You put in the link of your live, and then you put in the keyword or no keyword, and just everybody was in the drawing.
Right.
I kind of like that too.
Yes.
Just everybody that's in here. Oh, everybody that's in the comments is in the drawing. So your lurkers would not be included in that.
Right.
Okay. So now, Miss Sylvia, what I need you to do is send me an email. Here, let me see if I can. I'm going to post it in the comments here. This is the email I want you to use. It's a brand new one that I set up just for prize winners. And it's RWR, Roaming with Rover, Robin has 2 B's, 3, @gmail.com. RWR Robin. So Roaming with Rover Robin 3 @gmail.com. Let me make sure it's right. RW. Okay, so this is a test for this too. So
Okay, let's see it. Let's see it.
that's it. RWR3 @gmail.com. So that's
Nice.
going to be, that is just for prize winners. So the only people to use that is prize winners. And
Yes.
hopefully they won't get lost in the bazillion of other emails that I get. Because I'm always afraid I miss an email from someone when they've won a prize.
I tell you, email management is not my strong point, but
Yeah,
I'm
me
trying to be
either.
better.
Me either. So yeah, if you will send an email, Sylvia, to that email, and then if you don't hear back from me, if you send that today and you don't hear back from me today, go ahead and use my regular Roaming with Rover 3, and then we'll just assume it didn't work. 3. Here, let me put that up here. That's this one there. That's the one that everything gets lost in. So yeah, I set up that one just for prize winners. Because see, like right now, I've got 50 emails in there and I cleaned it out yesterday.
Oh, I have hundreds. I have years worth of emails.
There's Ninja, there's Christine, there's all of my bingo winners. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep. I emailed you Susan's address.
Okay. Very good, very good. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Bridget, who must be Queen Mama, just sent me an email of what she has done.
Yes.
Wow, this is awesome. So she's gifting, so this is one of the gifts on Saturday, a sunflower pattern, Japanese knot bag.
Nice.
She sells these for $40. Let me see if I can show you this. Isn't that cool?
Very cool. Very cool. Love it.
Few people that like sunflowers that would love that. That is just cool. YouTube channel Queen's Craft by Bridget. There, I'll let her know that I received her email, and we'll see if she wants to pop up for the giveaway. I love it when the people who are making the donations pop up for the giveaway. So
whatever you want to do, you might want to keep it simple. I may have bitten off more than I can chew. But
oh, there's a surprise.
I never do that.
You guys, let me tell you something. This is warning. This is fair warning. Anytime you hear from Dana and she says, I just had a great idea, run for your life.
Run for your lives.
Run.
Oh my goodness. That's true. Look, yarn on the hoof. Yarn on the hoof. Right there. Field full of sheep.
Oh, Sylvia, yes. Sorry, Sylvia. I will. Okay. I don't know how to email you. Is your email address in your? How do I get your email address, Sylvia? I would be happy to email you, but I need to know how.
That is so awesome that you use the StreamYard giveaway tool. As far as I know, and I could be way wrong because I don't watch everybody's lives, I believe you are the first crochet tuber to use the StreamYard giveaway tool in a live. As far as I know, you are the first.
Impromptu.
Yes. Whoop, whoop.
It was actually
Good job, Robin.
It was pretty darn easy. You are correct though, and whoever suggested that I use the Nightbot instead of StreamYard, there's no options. I can't duplicate. I can't filter out anything. It's push the button and go. That's the only thing I can do. So StreamYard giveaway on all your lives. Oh, okay, good, Nana Michelle. And you haven't had any problems with it? I didn't even know how to access it until Miss Dana showed me how. And apparently I need to write that down because God knows I'm not going to be able to remember it come next week. Okay, so it's just StreamYard.com giveaway, I think is all I put in. And then it brings up a list of all the lives you have scheduled, and you just pick the one you wanted it to go into. And then it asked one question. Do you want to use a key? It asked if you wanted to use a keyword or if you wanted all commenters to be entered. Giveaway tool. Okay, so we got that figured out. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, Miss Sylvia, I'll have to find something fun for you.
Sylvia, what country is Sylvia in the U.S.? I believe she is, isn't she?
Oh, I don't know. Sylvia, are you in the U.S.? Hey, Lynette. Good morning. Lynette, did you get my email? I sent you an email this morning. Did you get my email? Bingo numbers, Peppermint. Thank you for bringing that up. If I were not behind the ball, actually, for once, I have been up doing computery stuff since 5 o'clock this morning. I will get the August video up as soon as I'm done with this live. That'll be the next thing I do. I told somebody I was doing something right after this live. What was it? Nope, I did it last night, so I don't have to do that. So as soon as I'm done with this video, I will I'll do a new video for the August bingo numbers. And thank you for reminding me, because I probably would have forgot. I have already blocked June and July, so you can no longer go in and put numbers in there. Oh my gosh, you guys, I couldn't believe we had people popping in that late in the day wanting to put in bingo numbers. And I try to accommodate everybody, but it was just too much at that point. So yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot you work in the middle of the night, Lynette. I'm so sorry. I forgot. And you probably popped in here expecting to see Miss Kim. We don't know what happened to Miss Kim. She didn't show this morning. I sent her an email and I didn't get a response. And we know that's not like her. So we're hoping that something did not happen or there wasn't a problem at her house. It could be an internet thing. Who knows? God knows we had enough internet problems last night. That was terrible. Terrible. Thank you, Peppermint. I always feel bad when I tell people, sorry, it's too late to join, but we've already started the third game. It's a little too late to join.
You've got to draw lines and maintain boundaries because it is so popular a game right now. You'll go nuts.
Yeah.
You've got to set deadlines.
And I think it's perfectly fair that if you're already in the system and you've already picked numbers and you come into an existing game, no problem. Because we do the catch-up numbers all throughout the game. I have no problem with that already. Jet One, I'm going to have it listed. It'll be up sometime today. And it'll say August. It'll be the same picture with the grandma going to bingo. I'll just keep that every month as the picture so we know that's where to go. And we're going to have everybody start over for August. The other reason I want to do that is, my list. I've got 4 pages of names now on the list, and I know not everybody's playing. So we'll just kind of clean the list out too a little bit. And anybody that wants to, you'll have the whole month of August to put your numbers in there. And we'll just go from there. That way we'll keep the list clean and people can redo their numbers if they want. Or, you know, Dana's got magical numbers. She wins every single game. Yeah, we're not having any more. There's no more games in July. July is over. Last night was the last night for July. So today I'll put up a video with the August, and you can play your July numbers, but you'll need to reset them, put them in the August video. So we're gonna have everybody put your numbers in the August video. I won't use anything that's already in existence at this point. We're gonna start fresh. Good morning, Dinky Craft. Hi.
Hi, Jennifer.
Oh, sorry. Honey, would you get me a Diet Pepsi? As long as you're in the kitchen. Thank you, dear.
You guys ready to wave at a couple of our YouTube friends as I go by their houses?
Yes.
Okay, so Angela, waving at you. Everybody wave at Angela.
Hi,
And
Angela.
Nicole, Nikki Boo. Nicole
Nikki.
from Addicted to Yarn. Hi, Nikki Boo. Wave it.
Just my coffee. Oh my gosh. Okay. So way back when we had okay. Oh, thank you so much, Lynette. That's so sweet of you. Lynette's busy with her grands on Saturday, so she won't be able to come live. You know what we'll do? This is what we'll do, Lynette. I'm going to send you the link anyway, and if you are able to pop in, even just pop in and say hi, howdy. That's absolutely fine. And if not, that's no problem either. We'll just do that. Oh, and then she's going to give us a little donation. That's so sweet. I'm just super excited that so many of the people that, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but Dana was my very first guest on Alive. And it's people like Dana and Angela and Lynette that have given me the courage to do this. And it's changed my world. It really has. So way far back, we had a comment that I wanted you to see, and I'm going to find it. It was before we did the giveaway. It was while you were out putting gas in there.
Not gas.
Fuel.
Diesel.
Fuel. I know. I'm supposed to say fuel.
You're supposed to say fuel. Yes. I did that when I first started driving a diesel truck. My mom kept correcting me. Fuel. It's fuel. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Fuel.
Yeah, I get yelled at all the time, Dennis. We're not. I'm like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Thank you, honey. Oh, two-fisted style.
Is everybody wearing their seatbelts?
There we go.
And helmets, safety vests.
Yeah. Okay. So this was the comment from way long ago, and Frog's not even with us anymore. She's gone to the grocery store, but I wanted you to see this comment.
What? Read it to me.
It says, my aunt used to drive a big truck. She had a little dog that chewed the air hose. She was holding the hose and putting gum on the holes so they had enough air to get to the stop so she could get it fixed.
Wow. Naughty little dog.
Yep. So I thought that was hilarious. And
that's crazy. Yeah. I have duct tape the you know what out of an air hose before when it just like rubbed a hole in it and it was barely leaking. And I'm like, I'm in Louisiana someplace and I'm using a whole roll of black tape to make it to the next truck repair shop.
I thought that was just hilarious when I saw that, and I couldn't wait to tell you. Oh my gosh. And Lynette is another one that really has encouraged me. Lynette was one of the first when I was just telling people I kind of got back into YouTube, even watching YouTube because of having all that time when we were in Texas. And Lynette was one of the first ones that I saw. And it was so funny, Lynette, because recently, I don't know what I was doing. Kind of looking back to see how long I've been subscribed to some of these guys. And Lynette, I've been subscribed to you for years, years and years. So I caught you a way long time ago. And
Are you talking about Charm? Which Lynette? Charm Grammy?
Yeah, Charm Grammy. Uh-huh.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Well, I gotta tell you. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't even remember watching Yarny videos a couple, 3 years ago, but apparently I did. So.
Well, Lynette, I have met up with Lynette twice.
Oh.
She's one of my girls. I love Lynette. Now, for those of you who are not subscribed to Lynette,
you should be.
Not only you should be. Not only is she one of the sweetest, but her yarny content is fabulous.
Fabulous.
So please, go spend some time with Lynette over on Charmed Grammy Crochet.
Yes.
She is a wonderful, wonderful member of our Crochet Tube community.
Mm-hmm. And go back and watch some of her videos from Christmas when she had her granddaughter on there. They're just delightful. Those two together, that's your team, man. That is your team. You and I have forgotten her name. You guys know I'm terrible with names, but she is just a doll. And I loved the interaction between the two of you guys. When you were opening Christmas ornaments every day. It was so fun. Oh, only the internet could keep Dana from talking. She's frozen. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Boy, we had some struggles last night with the internet. For some reason, my computer wouldn't stay connected, but Morgan's phone was just fine. So, whoops, she's gone. So I was pulling numbers. Chloe, that was it. I loved Chloe. Yeah, she kept putting her foot in her face. Oh my gosh, that was just adorable. How is she doing in school? She went back to college. Oh, and then poor thing, you guys got Dinky. I don't have the ability to drop links. I am, as you know, I am computer challenged, and I have fought with Nightbot, and I have had the best of people walk me through it, and it absolutely will not work. We tried it again last night, and we can't get it to drop links. So I don't have the ability to do that on this channel. Let's see if we can get Dana back. Add to stream. So the only thing I can do is sometimes if you click on the person's logo when they're in the live, I'm able to sometimes do that. Just click on their logo and it takes me, takes me right over there. And but I just can't. Okay. I just cannot get Nightbot to do that for me. And better people. So, oh, now my internet's messing up too. That might be the problem. It might be on my end and not Dana's end. That's what I get for talking bad about my internet last night. Yeah, the moderators can drop it. In fact, you can drop your own link. Okay, so Lynette, go ahead and drop your name on. Oh, there, she did. Y'all don't need me at all. That's perfect. Yeah. And I hate to have my moderators get overwhelmed. We did have somebody in there last night dropping nasty grams, And so we were playing whack-a-mole with the scammer last night, and I couldn't even block them from my end. I could put them in timeout, but I wasn't even able to block them. So you guys were doing that for me. And it was the same one. It kept coming up and coming up. And if we keep, luckily we haven't had that problem today, but if we keep having that issue in the lives, we'll have to take a little extra step. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This has been wonderful. I apologize that you guys popped in and you probably were not expecting me and Dana just chit-chatting. You were absolutely expecting to interact with Kim, and we don't know what happened to her. We're all very concerned, and we're hoping she just did a Robin and spaced it, but that's not like her. She's a little more organized than I am. So, oh my goodness. Thank you, Jennifer and Amy. That's wonderful. I just love the way we all support each other. It's so nice. It is so nice. Ugh. I'm like, why is there a hole behind my head? Oh yeah, I took this yarn out and showed it. It needs to go right there. That's better. I try to change the view behind the couch. There's nothing on my walls. I'm a freak about putting holes in my walls, so I never get anything hung on my walls. And the last house we lived there almost 10 years, and I think I had a mirror and one picture up.
And TV.
And the TV. So eventually I'll get something up here, but I don't know what it's going to be. And it might be one of my cross stitch pictures, which will take forever to get done. So all you get is and I just kind of change out my different yarn stuff here. And that's what you guys get to look at behind me. So not too interesting, but it's an easy way to, I do like the 3M stuff without the holes. And I have used that. And in the motorhome, we tried to use that in the motorhome, but it would not stick to the walls there. Either that or it was so hot most of the places that we went, the stuff would just fall off. So I kind of got out of the habit of using that. Oh, good. I'm glad. We're gonna have some cross stitch gifts in the giveaway on Saturday as well. That was the first thing. I used to, many years ago, I learned to crochet. And then when my kids were 7, 8, 9 years old, right in that area, I had a babysitter that did cross stitch. So she taught me how to cross stitch, and I loved it. And that's all I did for decades. I would crochet one blanket every year. I would start it on Super Bowl Sunday. We always went to some friend's house for the Super Bowl, and I would start a new blanket on Super Bowl Sunday. And then throughout the year, everybody would watch the progress on the blanket, and somebody would always get it for Christmas. But in between, I worked on my cross stitch. That was my favorite to do. And it's funny because now I'm back to crocheting basically full time. And I haven't picked up cross stitch in a long time. Although when I officially retired, that was what I was going to do, was the cross stitch. And I picked up a few cross stitch kits. I got a few as gifts, and haven't hardly worked on it. One of the reasons is the lighting has to be very, very good for me to do cross stitch, these old eyes. And it just was never good enough in the motorhome. But now I've got my fancy lamp here, my fancy daylight lamp. And I have done the 8 o'clock. I actually like the 8 o'clock better. I've got a lot of printed, and I find with the printed, it's easier to see, but because the printing isn't always exactly on the spaces, I don't think the coverage is quite as good. I don't think it completely covers the printing on those. But I do, especially for new people, for new cross stitchers, I think the printing is probably a better choice. But actually, now that you're asking the question, and I'm really putting some thought into it, I think I like the counted cross stitch better. But I also have purchased, oh, thank you so much, Tracy. I also have purchased from Hirschner's mini cross-stitched pillowcase kits. And one of the reasons is because cross-stitch takes a long time. It takes far, far longer than I think any of the other crafts. And I thought the pillowcases would be something a little quicker, not take up as much room, and easy to use. You know, something, so many of, you know, even with you know, the cross stitch pictures, there's only so many cross stitch things you can have hanging on your walls. And again, it'll take a year to do some or more to do some of those. So I have picked up a lot of cross stitch table runner and napkin sets, which I probably won't even do the napkins, but so much of the time you have to buy them as a set. And pillowcases. I've a lot of pillowcases. I probably have a dozen sets of pillowcases to cross stitch in the other room. And so I just thought that was a nice smaller project to do that with. And I have not come across my cross stitch thread. Before we moved, I probably had, and I didn't buy the set, but over the years I amassed most of the colors, and I only use DMC as a rule, unless it comes in a kit and it's a different brand. But I had all of the colors, and I have not come across that yet. It could be in one of my craft bins out there, but I'm slowly picking up, and that's the other reason I went with the pillowcases, because usually they only use 5 or 6 colors. And so I've been picking up a few of the colors as we've been going along here. And because I don't have all of my colors, and I want to just use a few at a time. So, and you just got rid of all your cross stitch dinky crafts. Oh man. I get it though. You can only have so many crafty things. I have not dug my sewing machine out since we got home. I will not start quilting again. I used to do quilting all the time, but it takes up as much, if not more, space than the yarn does. And I've made the decision to not go back to that craft. And I know Hirschner's. Love it, love it. Oh, where's the warehouse at, Ellen? That's exciting. I guess everybody's got a warehouse. When we were in Texas, we were about an hour from Big Springs, which is where Annie's warehouse is. And it was never open to the public the whole time we were down there. Oh, peppermint, thank you. Yeah. I am slowly gathering them back together again. Wisconsin, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Yeah, I really was excited with Annie's. I really wanted to go, but like I said, it wasn't open the whole time we were down there. I kept checking because we were not far. Hour and a half drive. I definitely would have done that. Sorry. So this is my blankie. No, not blankie. Sweater. This is my sweater. It's a granny square, as you can see, a simple granny square, and it's going to be a granny square cocoon sweater. So once I get it as big as I want, you just fold it in half, fold it and put a few stitches in and go. So this is what I work on when I don't have to count anything. Not getting very far on, and I can't even reach it. It's way over there on my Darla sweater. And this is my socks. We figured out, I have figured out the issue. Whoops. Oh, don't pull the needle out. It got stuck and the needle was coming out. So look, there's my little sock. There's my little heel. And this is the, the leg and the cuff. This is the cuff. I just made a shorty sock because I already knew I was going to tear this out and start over. So I didn't do the whole thing. But we're getting there. We're figuring it out. but I have to work on it because class is Friday and I'm supposed to be all the way down to the toe so we can work on the toe. I may not make it. But that's okay. She always lets us, I can go back in at any point. We're going to do what is that toe called? Kitchener stitch? Yeah, we're going to do a Kitchener stitch. Oh, good, Peppermint. Yeah, I think those of us that do all this stuff, we just do all the things, right? Well, Ellen, this is a funny story. So, yes, I was having the fight of my life with the left-handed knitting of the sock. And my instructor was back, but now she's got COVID brain. So she's having a really rough time helping me with the whole left-handed knitting thing. And I was struggling with all the changes in the pattern. So I'm telling her, I'm like, you know what? We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. And she's sitting there knitting. I'm like, nope, that's right-handed. That's not left-handed. And I said, let me just watch you for a minute. Let me just watch you knit for a minute. And so she's knitting and she's doing the thing and she's knitting. And I said, okay, give it to me. And she gives it back to me. And I says, now watch me. Tell me if I'm doing this right. And I started knitting right-handed, the normal way. And I had no problem whatsoever. So somewhere along the line, somebody must have showed me how to knit right-handed. And somewhere else along the line, I flipped it to left-handed because I do continental. So I'm already holding the thread in my left hand, just like I do when I crochet. So that was perfect because this is how I hold my thread. But it felt, and I think it's because I crochet right-handed, so it felt perfectly fine to handle the needles with my right hand. And I had no problem whatsoever. So apparently I am now a right-handed knitter and I don't have to do any rigmarole with the pattern. And it's fine. It's absolutely fine. And I also think part of it's because I haven't been knitting left-handed for years and years, so that wasn't ingrained. And I honestly still had to even look at pictures to see which way to throw my yarn. And so I think maybe I was already used to doing it right-handed. It's so funny because, I have picked it up over the years. I have picked it up multiple times and I'll do it for a little while. And I'm like, I can't figure this out. And then I set it down. So I can knit right-handed now. And so we already know this sock is a hot mess. And so I can't wait to start it over right-handed and see how it works. So I know that is so funny. Thank you very much for asking about Mr. We don't know what's wrong with him. We've been to the hospital. We've been to the emergency room. We've been to minor emergency. We've been to the family doctor. And everybody has an idea, but nobody has a definitive answer. All of the tests are coming back. He doesn't have pneumonia. He doesn't have water on the lungs. He doesn't have, what was the other thing they thought he might have? He doesn't have blood clots in his lungs. He does not have, they're not seeing any spots like maybe it's cancer. He's had an MRI. He's had a CAT scan and multiple x-rays. So what the consensus is that it's the effect of the COVID, that probably he had some lung damage when he had COVID a couple months ago, because apparently, of course, men, they never say anything. He's been having breathing problems all along ever since COVID. And I knew for the first few weeks after he was, and I thought it had gotten better and then just kind of started up again here the last 2 weeks. So we're thinking he's got lung damage from him having had COVID. And since all of the tests are negative for anything else, but they're keeping a close eye on him. They've given him an inhaler and he's better in the mornings. He'll be able to dink around outside a little bit right now, but come 1 or 2 this afternoon, he'll have to use his cane to even stand up out of the chair and to walk across the room. He gets so weak in the afternoons. So we're thinking that's what's happening. And I'm glad it's not one of the more serious things, but at the same time, you always hope that you can find a diagnosis, have a treatment, and deal with it. So yeah, a nebulizer would probably help as well, Amy Jo. Right now, they've just started with the inhaler. They're trying to get him in to see a pulmonologist. So nope, he's not on oxygen. His pulse ox is running 89, 90, and they won't even think about putting him on oxygen unless it hits 85 on a regular basis. So we're keeping an eye on that. Okay, so Sylvia says she sent an email to the new email address. So let's go in there. Nope, that's not it. Let's go in there and see if Robin can figure this out. That's not it. Come on, come on, come on. Where is it? Where is it? Let's go this way. Here we go. Gmail. How do I do this? Oh, okay. I go from there. Nope. Search email. There we are. RWR. No, nothing there. Primary. It says there's one. See, that was the other day. Let me do this. Let's search for your name. OLI Olivia. Let's do a search. Nope. I don't have anything in there, Olivia. Dang it. I thought I had this figured out. I'm hoping to get this alternative email working so when we're doing prizes, we'll have a separate email so the stuff doesn't get lost in the melee. Tracy, thank you so very much. You guys, this has been amazing for a little impromptu visiting session. We are at 2 hours. Good Lord. Hi, Yarn Barf. My eye doesn't want to focus. I was just saying, it's time to say goodbye. We've been on here for 2 hours. We have no idea what happened to Kim. Oh, Dana. I think Dana may be just popping back in. Nope, it's still black. Yes, Sue, I'll do that. It's a brand new email account, and I haven't had any emails in it at all yet. I've done a couple of test ones from myself. And so we'll have to play around with that. Hopefully I'll have that working so that we'll have a separate email. Nebulizer admitted to ER, pump full of fluids. Oh my gosh, blood clotting. Yeah, with the lung conditions. And he's not had lung problems before, so this is kind of a new thing for us. And you know, the other thing is it's a 2-month wait to get in to see a pulmonologist. And it's a 2-month wait to get in to see a gastroenterologist. So I'm a lot sicker than him. Thank you. I'm sorry, Karen, what are you asking? The email address, the new email address? Is that what you're asking? I got to go look and see what it was. Because, you know, I've never used it before. Where is it? And then it doesn't help with the new phone that I can't quite figure out. Okay, so go back. All right, it says RWR. I'll type it in here. RWR. Yep, 2 R's. ROBBIN 3. So RWR, Roaming with Rover. RWR Robin 3 at gmail.com. Oops, I can't even type this morning. rwrobbin3@gmail.com. Okay, that should be it. That's what I've got it right here. rwrobin3@gmail.com. So yeah, I set that up so that even like with the bingo, I'll get the prize winners and it gets mixed in with all the junk email that I get on the Roaming with Rovers. So I just wanted a separate email just for special stuff that doesn't get all of the main things in there. And there you are. There you are. It came right through, Karen. Perfect. 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 So that's the email we're going to use. I'll put it when we have winners on bingo and when we have all the winners next Saturday. That's the email we're going to use. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. So let me send you something back and see if that works. Let's go reply. Thank you so much. Send. Okay. We'll get this figured out. So we have figured out how to we figured out how to use StreamYard for the giveaways. We figured out the email. Yay, yay. And we've got a handful of people that are going to join in and pop in and join us on the panel. And that'll be a lot of fun visiting with some folks. So let's see. Okay, so this is Tuesday. So I don't have any other lives the rest of the week until next. Good. Thank you, Karen. Until next Saturday, we're going to have the big giveaway. Next Saturday morning, Dana's going to be doing her drawing for the grand prize winner for the fairy giveaway, the 2022 Christmas in July fairy giveaway. And so that's going to be next Saturday morning. Sometime today, I will have the August sign up to pick your bingo numbers. So I'm going to have everybody go in. You can use the same numbers if you want, but I need you to go into the August thing and sign up there. So everybody it's just all fresh. We're just going to start over fresh in August. And so I'll have that up. I'm going to do that right after we get off of this live. And then go and watch Amber from Fostering Crochet. She is sick, but she put up a little video. So go in and say hi and wish her well. And what else? Then on Tuesday, the 2nd of August, Miss Dana's going to have her live with the giveaway. Yarn Barf, I haven't got it listed yet. It'll be up in a few minutes. Hey, Queen's Craft, we were just getting ready to say goodbye. I got your email. In fact, I was just showing everybody the beautiful gift that you have donated. Let me go back to it. I literally just showed it to everybody. There's a lot of people in here that are real excited about the sunflowers. Let me see if I can go back because, I'm a dork. I'm a dork. Oh, thank you, Dinky. I got your email too, your test email. How do I do this? Okay, go back to here. Go back to here. There it is. Let's get that pretty picture up. There. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? That's the beautiful bag that she has donated for us. Yeah, that is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. We're very excited about that. And I was just telling everybody, Queen, that we have just figured out how to use StreamYard to pick the giveaways. And the sunflowers are so pretty. So, so pretty. Just go to my channel, which you guys are here. And if you look, it'll be a fresh link. Once I get it posted, it'll be the video on the top. And if you don't see it there, you can go into my playlist and I'll have the link in there. And it's the picture with the grandma going, out of my way, I'm going to bingo. And it'll say August. So it'll be the August sign in for your bingo numbers. And again, 5 numbers or not 5 numbers, 9 numbers. You pick 9 numbers from 1 to 75. Yeah, that is super pretty. I'm very, very excited and very appreciative. That was so kind of you to do that. Very, very nice. And we'll make sure and get all of your info so everybody knows where to go to find them. So beautiful. So I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And again, I apologize. I don't know what happened with Kim. We'll get her on another date. And we're all hoping everything's okay in her world. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bridget. And I'll go right now. As soon as I get off of here, I will go in and record the August bingo number thing so people can start getting in there and start getting their numbers drawn. We'll talk to y'all later. So thank you so very much. Bye-bye, all. Stay safe.